Don't treat me like this, PokerStars. Ugh, disgusting. Run good for streamer. $250 death by quads. We actually cold decked him. Right back. Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the PokerStars Central channel. My name is Nicholas Walsh. I'm here with you for the next 2 or so hours with a very special bonus spin and go stream. How you guys doing? I think the vast majority of spin players are not going above hundreds, to be honest. I mean, 500s and 1Ks are, only a handful of people and a few people like really punting, right? At least that's my expectation, and that's the way I understand it when I speak to people that are connected with those kinds of games. So playing up to 50s and 100s really I think is as high as we want to go, for both for what I want to accomplish, but what I also think is good for stream. You know what I mean? I think we just bet the turn small. If he has a king, he probably would have bet by now. We can still get calls from like weaker jacks, which he would still be checking here. So let's go a little bit bigger. And then probably go for value on the river as well. The ace is a bit of a weird one. Would he flat? I don't think he flats an ace that often versus the all in here. So I think there's still value to be had. Let's just go for the half pot river. We might get floats from deuces and threes. I think on the river we might still get called by a jack some of the time for that sizing. But I think a reg would check raise that situation as a bluff. So I think we probably should be calling there some of the time for sure. We can block in the 9. Oh, never mind. Block in the 9. All right, no problem. Next game, please. Find some confidence. Stop playing so sacred. We have a gut shot. The heart is also relevant. Backdoor heart, serious business. We're going to go ahead and pump the turn for a full pot. He shouldn't really have too many ace-x combos here when he's limped. A lot of those will be played as shoves. Do we go again? Why don't we just do this? This is fine. He can still have missed hearts and gut shots. I think 60% is enough to get folds from those. Ace-9 of diamonds, I like the limp. That's totally fine, though. If you are going to be limping an ace-x combo in this position, at that stack depth, ace-9 is a good one. I think that's totally cool. I'm a fan of that, in fact. Bercy says, hello, Nick. Do you think that re-steals in the small blind versus the button open three-way, 25 deep, with a hand like ace-10, king-jack, king-queen is fine for 5 or... So king jack, king queen, that I actually know that range really well. It's one that comes up a lot, obviously. Come on, hit me. If he bets, we're still shoving because he can have ISOs that are folds. So, he'll have an ace and he'll call us. We obviously still have tons of equity, but this is a spot where you can ISO as a bluff and he has to c-bet this board. So we get lots of folds in this scenario by shoving. And obviously we have the clubs to go with as well. Nice. We actually have the best hand here. Or the most equity, I should say. I like his call, though. This is really cool. This is another interesting one to talk about. So, first of all, I don't like the 6s play pre. This should be a shove and not a raise. And I think it's really hard to justify any other reason for this. It could be like one of those weird outliers where it's like meant to be like 30% raised to 4x, but I don't think that's the case. I think 6s is a pure jam here pre-flop, in which case we still would have probably called. So once he raises to this, we're always calling. King Queen suited has insane playability. We don't necessarily need to stack off at this stack depth with this hand, right? If we're 10 big blinds effective and we limp and he does this, we're going to get it in. That's fine. But we're at 16 or something like that here, so we just make the call. Like I said, once we get to this stage, he will have some ace combos. He will have kings and queens that might still call a shove or whatever like that. But he will have hands like 10 jack, queen jack, king queen. Hands like, king jack off is also, those are usually the suited varieties that you ISO. You're going to be shoving a lot of the other ones, or you're going to be checking behind. He can have like some of his pure bluffs, like king deuce off, king 3 off, king 4 off, that kind of thing. There's the list goes on. There's a ton of stuff that you're exposed to ISO in these situations, and the ace high board isn't necessarily one that we should be scared of. Once we get to this point and I've flatted, though, I'm not going to have a ton of ace-x in this scenario. Is that bad? Is that something that we need to consider? Yes. Is it something we consider against people that we don't recognize? No, it doesn't matter anymore because people aren't thinking on those levels. Don't know enough about this guy to know whether or not which category he falls into. But at this stage, the shove is not only going to merit some folds from pocket sixes against certain players, but once you've made this once you've actually played your hand in this way and you haven't shoved the sixes pre, and that's kind of one of the reasons why you don't want to be like raising sixes pre, in my opinion. If you have enough understanding about range expectation, I won't have a ton of ace-x combos here. I'll have some suited aces, but it won't be that many. So I will have a bunch of flush draws and stuff like that, so the call is probably fine. But I think the mistake is just pre-flop. You know, if he just shoves this pre, we probably still call, and then it's just a straight flip. As played, he's given me a lot of opportunity to improve my hand, and then also an opportunity for him to be outplayed here too. But as played, I think the call with the sixes is still pretty cool. We are going to 3-bet these. 7 is the size. When we hit the 9, it's really hard to fold now. Especially when he can have like, king, queen, queen, jack a lot of the time. I think we bet, and if he shoves, we have to call it off. It's pretty unfortunate, but it's just mandatory, really. Yeah, just get ace king all in pre-flop, guys. Just get it in pre-flop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, I can't make notes on him. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, okay. I sent the notes away, guys. If you're having the same one, if you guys are seeing the same thing, obviously let me know. But I think I've got them on the fix now. I think this is fine to call or check raise. I think calling here is okay. That's cool. The ace is such a scare card. You have to bet the ace turn. Oh my god, it's a dream. So we always call and then we check raise river, right? We want to give him more rope to try and convince us to fold a 5 or a 3 or the missed flush draw. We're blocking the hearts as well, so I'm just gonna check raise the river. Yeah, wish me luck, guys. If he does actually turn up here with a backdoor flush draw, it's like whatever. But how do we miss this beautiful opportunity with the 4 of hearts blocker? It's just not even a thing. Ugh. Disgusting. That's such a cold deck. It's unbelievable. Do you usually can? It's just a bug, mate. It's not a It's not. There's nothing wrong with. There's nothing. There's no specific reason why it's been taken away. It's just a bug in the build that I have for some reason. Betting here is cool. We're quite deep. I think we have to bet flop really. I know we're gonna get a lot of folds in this scenario, but this is a situation where we're so deep that if we don't start betting now, we're not gonna win an entire stack if we can cold deck him. Go on, keep pumping, baby. Keep going. This is quite a small turn bet, though, right? So he could actually have a 3, or he could just have the flush draw, and he's trying to keep it cheap. Either way, we probably broke no matter what. Oh my god, it feels so good. It feels so good. We actually cold decked him right back. We actually cold decked him right back. Straight versus made backdoor flush, and boat versus backdoor straight. I don't know if this is the combo that you check raise with though. It's probably okay. Like check raising those boards is always pretty okay. The fact he has the 4 of spades is really useful. The continuation of the turn makes sense because he has the straight draw, wants to rep the 3 more. I probably, let's take a look at the hand actually, guys. I probably wouldn't be the guy check raising with this combo. Like I don't know what. After he check raises the flop, I think the rest of the play is fine. I think it's quite good. I just don't know if this is the combination I check raise with here. I think check raising with a hand like 4-5 is cool. 4-5 is a really good one because you have the gut shot to the 6 and your hand is dirt weak. Deuce 4 doesn't really give you a lot of options. Like even if you have 4-5 even, that's quite cool. 5-6 is quite cool. Maybe 2 overcards that are like going to be clean a lot of the time based on the pre-flop action. I don't know. What are we talking about here? Versus a limp, yeah, check raising with like 2 overcards and like, you know, a decent spade, like a queen of spades in your hand or something is probably a better option. But yeah, again, kind of a cooler for him. But he's done that to us as well, so it's going to even out on the graph. You know what I mean? All right, pocket 4s. We have to call the shove here every single time. 4 is too strong to fold versus this all in. Yes, they'll hold. All right, not too shabby. So try a little bit more quality over quantity kind of thing. No, don't fold when I have aces. Come on. Pocket 5s. This is actually still a trap, guys. We're deep enough to still trap 5s. If we get to like 7-ish big blinds, I think we're still shoving 5s. Maybe even not. Fives might still be the trapping cutoff in these situations. Oh my God, $125. Can he do it? Not too shabby. I woke up this morning with the sunshine shining in. I found my mind in a brown paper bag. And then I tripped on a mile down 8 miles. I don't actually know the words, which is probably not good. I woke up this morning and we're calling the shove. Oh, don't treat me that way. Don't treat me like this. PokerStars, next game, please. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for the reminder. 590s. Just gonna raise this one straight up. Top pair. Feels good. My man just bets full pot, huh? I guess we're stacking off here. The spades are a concern for sure. How can we miss this spot though? Like if it comes like this and he has a flush, like he would always bet it would always shove the river, right? Because it just looks like we have exactly what we have. I don't know. This could be a mistake as well, but I just don't know how we're gonna miss the shove here. Looks like we had it right, but there are still combinations that he can like hero call the river with. What if he has like king jack of with the king of spades? Something like that. What if he has like king jack with the king of spades or king queen with the king of spades or something? Yeah, that's that. Yeah, this is totally fine. This is all good. The full pot donk lead though is what was kind of weird about that. Full pot, I don't know if the full pot donk leading is a thing at all, to be honest. Okay. We're supposed to just push deuces, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. Wish me luck, guys. Oh? Run good for streamer. $250. Death by quads. All right, guys, so I'm gonna wrap it. I love you all very much. Thank you for joining us for this shorter stream today. So that's it, guys. I love you very much. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. As per usual, make sure you check out my Instagram, my Twitter, my Discord, my website. I promise you I will be releasing some more content for the website and for the YouTube very shortly. I'll let you guys know about that on my other social media platforms. But we've been working behind the scenes diligently to create some really funny highlight reels for you. Hopefully those will go out every week, or as fast as we can get them out. And again, I'll be announcing my new partner very shortly. Soon after that, I'll drop my first couple session review situations, because this new tool makes it so easy to analyze play and to look at both pre-flop and post-flop lines, and we can decide whether or not these are spots that are plus EV, minus EV, and if they're minus EV, why are they minus EV, and are we playing them correctly against the opponents that we're playing? Are we making correct adjustments for our player pool? All that good stuff. But until then, I'm signing off for now. Love you guys very much. Enjoy your weekend. For now, guys, signing off. Love you all very much. Ciao.